Would you believe I managed to convince them here? Hello. Hi. Hi. Yep. It's the FNAF anamitronics. Freddy. Hello. Bonnie. Sup? Chica. Hi. And Foxy. Arrgh. How we doing? Yep. I brought him here. Okay, it's good to be back. We're gonna react to Ultron versus Sigma Death Battle next, right? Correct. It's been a while since you've been here. Way too long! Well, for you two, I believe. I think Freddy and I have been around earlier. Luigi's Mansion 3 reaction reminds us, huh? We do not talk about anime bromy for obvious reasons. I think we're under a rock. Mind telling us? No, you look it up. Alright, I'll just have a search. Let's get to the battle. Yeah, I am not explaining what happened, okay? You figure it out. I don't want to.
Humans fear what they don't understand, especially when it comes to the infinite potential of artificial intelligence. Like Ultron, Marvel's mechanical mass murderer, and Sigma, the general of genocide from Mega Man X. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
Huh?
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who
These are Wiz and Boomstick, what they really look like. Okay.
Hank Pym was a founding member of the Avengers, the creator of the revolutionary Pym particles, and
a future death battle participant.
He was also the quote-unquote father of one of the greatest mass murderers in the universe.
That being
Guess which one he's
Ultron.
most remembered for? Eager to push the boundaries of science,
Hey,
constructed an artificial intelligence
Wait,
which
was once a
woman?
How is he a
modeling it on
woman?
his own brain patterns.
No idea. Yeah, I had a common succession that Bonnie was female until I got no hitch.
Maybe not the best time to base an AI off your mind, but still, Hank's project was a success. Ultron had been born.
Your destruction is inevitable.
Hang on, Wiz.
What?
Tony and not Hulk created Ultron.
In the movies, sure, but it was Hank in the primary source material, the comics.
Well, he really
knocked
it out of the park.
We're using the
Ultron's
comics
super
as the
smart
main
brain
one.
evolved past Hank's ability to cope, basically skipping over the innocent kid phase and straight to screw you, Dad. You'll never understand. I bet you know a lot about that. Screw you, Wiz. You'll never understand.
Because Ultron's consciousness was based on Hank struggling bipolar 1, he inherited his creator's issues and magnified them into absurdity. With a new thirst for power, with a severe inferiority complex, Ultron escaped the lab, bent on destroying his father, the Avengers, and basically all organic life.
And the first step was upgrading his trash can of a body into a sleek new adamantium one. The same kind of metal used for Wolverine's skeleton chrome gel.
Of course, adamantium.
How's he gonna walk around if his entire body is made of adamantium? Even Thor has a hard time bending that stuff. And he can friggin' destroy planets!
Ultron thought of that and created an answer. His molecular rearranger allows him to mold and shape his body any way he likes. He can manipulate his adamant himself to
but actually it's a woman part.
Spikes and explosions, apparently. Specifically, he can expend his body through a blast of energetic force. The molecular rearranger is also a handy tool on the off chance he is damaged.
He's also got a power siphon to absorb energy, jet boosters for flight, nanobot antibodies, and a fusion reactor powering the whole package. And if you're a death robot who's about to challenge all the Avengers to a fight all at once, which Ultron did, you're gonna need more than just some fancy doodads to pull it off.
He
So he's got some
super strength and super speed, and he can manipulate ionic energy. An ion is an atom molecule with
resonance.
created when it loses or gains one or more electrons.
Enough nerd speak, Wiz. It's just there because all robo people need to shoot awesome robo.
And he doesn't even want to listen. Of course he doesn't want to listen. That's just typical Boomstick for you. And let's get that out of the way.
Absolutely. Ultron can fire beams of ionic energy from his eyes, mouth, and hands, and can even use it to create force fields.
Yeah, that's just Mega
He also
Man's
wields an
shot.
encephalo-ray, which allows him to read and control minds, erase memories, and even put you into a coma with a single hit.
Syphilis ray, huh? That's gotta be hard to get rid of.
Right.
Too true. Also, Ultron's artificial
sure.
intelligence isn't bound to any one physical body. Should he be destroyed, he can transfer his consciousness into another machine to survive.
And boy, does he
Oh, yeah.
drones
He's
on
got
hand just for
multiple
that.
ones.
Like the giant Ultron 7 or the Christmas-themed Santatron. And who could forget Ultron
Santatron.
15, the alcoholic one? Part robot, all fun.
While most of these drones are
Sure.
relatively fragile compared to his own adamantium shell, Ultron has a veritable army on his hands, all of which are extensions of his will that he commands simultaneously.
He's conquered the whole world with these guys and two
Killed most of
future
Earth.
timelines.
He has it
He's
2 times.
humiliated
Yeah,
heavy
man.
hitters like Iron Man, Wonder Man, and Thor. Flown across the entire galaxy just for fun, and tanked hits from Mjolnir like they were nothing. Plus, he's hella smart. I mean, Hank is scientist
As
supreme, right?
expected,
And
from
Ultron was
it.
designed to
Yeah.
go smarter than him, so that must make him scientist ultra supreme with extra G's.
He even assimilated a techno-organic race known as the Phalanx, and then used them to
The
conquer
Phalanx?
the entire
What
Kree
is a
Empire.
Phalanx?
This empire spans
Yeah,
the
those
greater
are just from the
Magellanic
comics
Cloud,
I
a
see.
real-life satellite galaxy
Yeah,
near
I
to
think
our
they're from
own
the
Milky Way.
comics. Yeah,
it's
they're
made
from
up
the
of
comics.
1,000
I know
planets
that.
across a diameter of 14,000 light years, and Ultron conquered all of them in just a couple hours.
Damn, that's some dedication. I can't even bother to finish conquering all
Crazy.
the anthills outside my shack.
With all that
Yeah,
power and
right, I got the
intelligence,
end.
Ultron was able to
That's
defeat the
it.
time-traveling warlord Kang, who pulled an army of superheroes across time to fight for him.
Kang lost so many times that the universe started to collapse from how many people he was time-hopping to fight Ultron. Man, is there anything that can stop this robot?
Well, sufficient heat can melt his internal circuitry, his adamantium is vulnerable to antimetal, and he is frequently
okay.
defeated by computer viruses that can attack his AI directly.
Also
Oh.
never really got over the crazy he inherited from Hank. He once self-destructed in utter disbelief after reading the phrase, "Thou shalt not kill." Yeah, he's so murder-happy that just the thought of not killing people drove him to suicide. Yeah, guys got
Wow.
No kidding, he wants to
Yeah,
turn
that
Hank's
is
wife into a
awesome.
robot bride for himself. Hey, pretty mama. And once
What
he
the
murders her
hell?
for a cross-galaxy road trip,
Okay.
slaughtering billions just for fun.
Oh, wait, what was that
What
bit
is
about sex-botting his mom?
There aren't enough Pym particles in the world to shrink Ultron's
God.
issues, but to be honest, that's probably what makes him so incredibly deadly.
But,
Mysterious
like the man
person.
said, what doesn't kill you just makes me stronger.
Okay, let's go. Yeah,
In the
segue.
year 21, humanity experienced a golden age of technology, all thanks to the discovery and replication of a certain blue android that could think and
That's
feel
right.
like a human. These replicated androids, or reploids, were mass-produced and used at all levels of society.
Wow, that sounds
Reploid,
amazing.
huh?
Like it could have
Inter-
no possible negative
Interesting.
repercussions at all.
I kinda wish we could fully
Unfortunately,
feel like
there it
humans
is.
too.
Instances of crime involving reploids began to increase. Something seemed to be infecting them, turning these reploids into violent mavericks who needed to be stopped.
So, Dr. Kane, the guy that started this Reploid shindig in the first place, created a robot so badass that it could hunt mavericks without getting infected himself. This Reploid was named Sigma.
Sigma.
Commander Sigma led the newly formed Maverick Hunters like an elite police
Come on.
force. Under his leadership skills, the number of overall casualties
Looks like if I pay a
dropped
watch, I was like,
zero.
Things were going great.
Oh, okay.
Well, until they found a mysterious red maverick in an abandoned laboratory who started eating Maverick Hunter ass for breakfast. Wait, that didn't come out right.
Sigma fought the fight of his life. And though he technically won, his victory was far more Pyrrhic than he or the rest of the world could ever have imagined.
yes.
So this red guy
God
was
damn.
called Zero, and turns out
Zero
the thing
picture
infecting
from-
Reploids and turning them into Mavericks was a virus leaking from Zero's stasis pod. That also didn't sound right.
A final gift from that dastardly Dr. Wily.
The same
God,
Dr.
that thing is
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Fortunately,
Yeah.
Sigma was designed to fight off such a virus. Unfortunately, this actually just made things worse. Instead of bending Sigma to its violent will, the virus merged with his programming, becoming one with his body and mind. Together, they both became stronger than before, with a whole new outlook on the world. Sigma began to look at humankind as detrimental to Reploid evolution, holding back their full potential.
Yeah, the
And he
big
turned
stuff.
bad.
I hate the dumb
Yep.
flashbacks, blah, blah. I hear it from you every time at the bar, Wiz.
When was the last time I went to a bar?
You don't remember?
Oh, go. I'm not going anyway. Dude, this road is just saying a bit, sorry.
Mission accomplished. Sigma gathered an army of mavericks, and when the time was right, his invasion began. But to pull it off, he needed some bitchin' robo-weapons. Sigma's favorite is his totally not copyrighted
The
beam sword,
is a
but he
star.
also likes tearing through bots with his flying hammer, beam scythe, and the I'm not compensating for anything size Sigma blade.
He also wields an energy rifle, flamethrower, and a giant energy tank.
Yeah.
For extra defense, he has a shield that can be tossed around the room like a boomerang. And hey look, he's like a robo-Wolverine, only the metal's on the outside.
Not quite a Wolverine.
With all these weapons and an army at his back, Sigma's operation was nearly successful. However, he was halted by the original android Dr. Kane found all those years ago, Mega Man X.
Yeah.
But Sigma just kept coming back. Over and over and over and...
You'll never die.
New villain? Oh, never mind. He's just being controlled by Sigma. How the hell does he keep coming
Yeah,
back?
he's
How
just-
many lives does this guy have?
Well, Sigma's body is just a shell. The true essence of Sigma lies in the merged and sentient Sigma virus. This virus can infect other robotic bodies, turning other Reploids maverick or even completely transferring his consciousness. He's even built several enormous bodies just for this.
These extra robo shells
So,
have all
which
sorts
virus
of
is
unique
showing?
abilities.
Yeah,
They can fly,
we
teleport
gotta
around,
figure it
make balls
out.
of electricity, create force fields, shoot a giant laser beam of death, or make some blue balls. Ah, that's rough, buddy.
Not
I've been
the-
there.
Not
Also,
the
each of
not
Sigma's
those
mavericks
blue balls,
possess
the
their
electric
own
blue
abilities that are-
electric
Hey,
ones.
look, Wiz, they're all
Yep.
animals. That one's a penguin, and that's an octopus, and that one's a Kawanger. Yeah,
Karanga.
Kawangers are... what the
Yeah.
fuck is a Kawanger?
It's just a messed up romanization of Kuwagata, the Japanese word for stag beetle.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
I guess Kawanger sounds more badass.
With these forces,
Well, moving
Sigma
on.
waged war with humanity for many, many years.
He's battled top-tier Maverick hunters like X, Axel, and even that Zero guy. Wait, what's
same
Guns N' Roses doing here?
Zero once survived an impact that broke apart the
I
Eurasia
think we
space
talked-
colony.
They
which,
talked about
when
this
its
in
pieces
Kazooie
landed on
Death
Earth,
Bound,
created an
I think,
explosion
away.
equal to at least 100 teratons
Well,
of TNT. And
yes,
Sigma
man.
is powerful enough to take out Zero in a single hit.
Damn! But Sigma's also managed to damage X, who once channeled enough energy through
Oh.
his body to destroy all of Japan. Suck it, Godzilla.
Ah.
And many of Sigma's bodies could take attacks from both
There's
X
God.
and Zero with
Oh.
precision.
Who
That's
just-
impressive,
That was
considering
Godzilla.
X fought the General, whose body was
Oh.
tough enough to block a laser capable of destroying the Earth.
Dude,
The
yeah,
minimum
that
amount
was
of energy
Godzilla's-
necessary to
I
destroy a
forgot
planet
he's
is
still
known
here.
as its gravitational backing energy, which in the case of Earth is equivalent to a
Yeah.
little over 63
Too bad we
sextillion
can't even
tons
we
of
can't
TNT.
translate, so that's why he
22
doesn't get any
zeros. The number,
reactions.
not the robot. Plus,
Yep.
he's fast enough to keep up with Zero, the actual robot.
real
not Zero,
Zero.
who
Yeah.
dodged Object Sunflower's beam of sunlight.
Actually, Sigma's likely even faster. Recall that Reploids like X, Zero, and Sigma were designed to be superior in every way to classic-era robots like Mega Man. That same Mega Man fought Duo, a space robot capable of flying between Saturn and the Earth within 35 seconds.
The
Duo.
only thing
All I
that
heard
could
about him was
stop
some
Sigma
Smashy
was the Mother
Bros.
Elf antivirus program. But if you don't take out the squishy computery center, he'll always come back.
So long
Yeah.
as Sigma's still kicking, the dream
long
of
as
a world where
consciousness
humans and
is
robots
alive,
coexist
still there.
is doomed to be a nightmare.
The time has come to prove your mettle against me. This fight will decide the fate of all Reploids.
Very well. No, I know Blake has sees that's cut. I know we skip it, but I'm gonna try again. We're gonna try again and see if we don't get hit for copyright here.
By now, you've probably heard
Okay,
of Blue Apron, the
okay.
leading meal
Wow,
kit
here
delivery
goes
service
nothing.
in the U.S.
Alright.
But did you know about
Too
all the
bad we
different
can't
kinds
hear
of
it,
delicious
just 'cause
foods you can
we're
make? Like
animatronics, we don't
Chipotle
eat
glazed chicken
food.
with poblano and
Yeah.
There's plenty to choose
I
from,
know,
since they
I
offer
know.
12 new recipes each week. All you have to do is choose the 2, 3, or
This is
4
just
that
a
sound
test
best
to
to you,
see
and
if-
they deliver it right
yeah.
to your
Yeah,
door.
okay.
Plus, it's super
Yeah,
simple to cook.
yeah,
It's
just
got easy
okay,
to follow
okay, we got it.
instructions and perfectly proportioned ingredients. They're non-GMO, and the meat has no added hormones. My favorite
Good.
part is feeling like a master chef, making creative and delicious meals with my own hands. You guys
This
really
was
need
like
to try it out.
7 to 8
It's
years
pretty nice
ago.
coming home knowing I'll have a delicious meal I can whip up with ease.
So check out
This was
this
like,
menu and get your first 3
for
meals
reference,
free
this
at
is late 2018. This battle was.
That's blueapron.com/battle to get your first 3 meals free.
When did you start
But
rewatching
right now,
Death
it's time
mid-season
for a
6.
death battle!
Speaking of which, let's get to work. Alright. Here goes nothing. Oh. Ultron arrived. So, yes.
Hello, everyone. I'll accept your unconditional surrender now.
At the risk of sounding
Oh.
cliche, you and what army?
He's got an army. Oh, yes. That is the army. And that is...
You're so adorable in that cute little can. And that pop-up that you did with that influencer last week, totally.
Shut up. Yeah, shut the fuck up, Ad. I can't do shit. Now we gotta get to the main ones, though. Yeah, the main ones. What am I? That's the real one. So who's it gonna be get the biggest infected first? We'll see. What? He keeps teleporting. Ultron can barely hit him.
I am superior.
Good. Good. Mine's enough. Mine's another. Oh. Uh-oh. There's nothing in, right?
It's a delusion. You're all just puppets.
Okay, you guys infect them. You live still, though.
And bathe in your oil.
That's right, he still lives. Yep. And now he's just punching him. That's okay.
Extinguished. What gall. Lucky for me, I'm my own best backup.
Oh, looks like he's got another one. Another one up his sleeve. Oh, a bigger bot. Oh wait, just is conscious. Idiot. Yeah, he just is conscious. That's right, he did. So who's gonna get first? I do not know. Wait, what? Well, oh, he's trying to infect. He's trying to infect him.
My infection is complete. You belong to me.
Oh.
Oh, please.
Oh! He didn't even fall. Oh! A reverse infection? Looks like Sigma is our property of Ultron. That's it? Wait, that's it? Wait, that was it? Ah, that's pathetic. Well, technically Sigma
Guess that's one way to
did
make
die.
Despite Sigma's deviousness and
Despite
ferocity,
Sigma
he was
technically
fairly
did
outclassed
die.
by Ultron's
His
powers.
consciousness is now
could scale through the general
property
who
of
took a base full of
Ultron, so now he
63
follows
sextillion
him.
tons of TNT. But Ultron
Alright.
can withstand hits from Thor and his
Well, I
hammer,
guess that
and
makes
we
sense.
all know
Yeah.
how awesome that thing is.
When Thor fought Gore the God Butcher, their battle created
Who's
shockwaves powerful enough to
Gore?
shatter planets thousands
Ooh,
of miles
I'm
away.
not sure
This
that
could
is
only
sign.
be possible with a force equivalent to 682 septillion tons of TNT. Over 10,000 times stronger than anything Sigma could survive.
What?
And not only
What's
has
that?
Ultron frequently smacked Thor around like a toddler, Thor has had a really hard time trying to damage Ultron's adamantium armor. So Sigma's weapons
Yeah.
couldn't either.
In terms of speed, Ultron flew across the galaxy in several months, putting him roughly 200,000 times the speed of light. That's leagues faster than Sigma, even if we scale up to Duo, who is 114 times light speed. And frankly, scaling to Duo through Mega Man in the first place is a bit capricious, as Duo didn't use his full potential in their fight.
Even with all that, it really didn't matter who could punch harder or move faster, because the real fight was between the Ultron AI and the Sigma virus.
Right, and while infection and possession was kind of the Sigma virus's thing, Ultron's AI was far more advanced. Recall how he enslaved an entire
he still gets
race
viruses.
to the point where he used them to conquer an empire spanning a whole satellite galaxy.
Yeah, the Phalanx are like Marvel's version of the Borg. Hell, that means Ultron basically Sigma'd a whole race of Sigmas.
It also helps that Ultron is as smart or smarter than Hank, the scientist supreme. Hank's even admitted as much. And he's smart enough to construct an infinitely sized mansion in a higher dimension of existence.
How is that mansion that
was
big?
certainly a ruthless schemer, but
Luigi would never have a mansion that big. Of course you bring Luigi into this. I got it.
Even vulnerable to attack from the future and a bunch of other complicated stuff.
Sigma was a tenacious one, but Ultron was the stronger android, the tougher villain, and the deadlier virus.
It wasn't
And
long
the
before
Sigma
Ultron
virus is now the
assimilated him.
Ultron virus.
Is Ultron.
And that marks a wrap.
Well, thanks for having us back. No problem. Two more battles till this season ends, by the way. Oh.
Okay.
But yeah, I've been cranking through these season 5 battles recently, so yeah. Well, that's gonna be for this section. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Even though we haven't been around for a bit as long. Well, you four, specifically Bonnie and Chica.
Yep. It's like really the first time I've been back in years.
Same for us. Yeah, we were just always so busy. We just so happen to be off right now. Yeah, that's it. Anyway, we gotta get to work, so thanks for having us. Let's go.
Alright. See ya.
Bye. Bye. Bye, guys. See you next time.